Figure 24 shows the oxygen dissociation curve at different carbon dioxide concentrations. So we've got a high carbon dioxide concentration and a low carbon dioxide concentration. What is the name given to the change in the oxygen dissociation curve due to an increase in carbon dioxide concentration? And this is the Bohr shift or the Bohr effect. But you need to have the correct spelling. Letter T indicates the partial pressure of oxygen in actively respiring tissues. Explain why the blood offloads more oxygen to actively respiring tissues than to resting tissues. So looking at the graph at T, we're looking that when there is actively respiring tissues, there's going to be a higher concentration of carbon dioxide. So we're looking at the high curve, and we can see that the percentage of saturation of hemoglobin is lower when there is a high concentration of carbon dioxide. And this is because the presence of the high concentration of carbon dioxide has lowered the affinity of the hemoglobin for the oxygen. So therefore it's going to unload that oxygen. It's going to unload it quicker so that it can get to those respiring tissues. The reason why it unloads it is because if there is more carbon dioxide present, then this is going to make the blood more acidic due to the presence of hydrogen ions, which means that then the hemoglobin is going to unload that oxygen. So at the same partial pressure, the partial pressure of 3, it has a lower affinity of oxygen, therefore it's going to unload more oxygen. So the marking points, you're looking for 2 marks out of the 4. The idea that the actively respiring tissues are going to have more or higher levels of carbon dioxide or a higher partial pressure of carbon dioxide, therefore it's lowered the affinity of hemoglobin for oxygen. The affinity is the important word. Then you could get extra marks for the description if you haven't got the earlier 2 marks. So the idea that the carbon dioxide is going to cause an increase of hydrogen ions leading to the release of oxygen, or the dissociation of carbonic acid, which is where the hydrogen ions then cause the hemoglobin and the blood to be more acidic, therefore it will decrease the pH, which means that it's going to really release the oxygen, and more oxygen is released at the same partial pressure, and they will accept suitable data from the graph.